180! Hey darts fans, Timo Newman here, the transporter. Welcome to the Good Ship Undarted Waters. We're not on a voyage today, we're kind of in harbour with a short but sweet video which I hope you'll find really useful, because how often do we see even the elite players bash in the 180s, the 140s, trebles here, trebles there, combination shots, but you know what? They often, or not often, they sometimes, but more frequently than you might think, miss the big single. They're on an outshot, everything's at stake, and they miss the big single. Oh, crushing. And we know from the geometry of the dartboard that the big single is almost exactly 7 times bigger than a treble. So how can you be hitting all those trebles and miss a target 7 times bigger? Well, there's several reasons for that, several videos worth of material. But one reason is, where do you aim in the big single? It's like a desert. Think of this 14. I'm going to use the 14 for this video. This is like a black desert. But we want to be in the middle of that. If we want a safe 14, say you got 46 and you want to go single 14, double 16. You want a dart right in the heart of that desert. But where is the heart of that desert? That's what I'm going to show you today. And this is going to be just a how-to short video showing you right now how you find the heart, the dead center of the big single. Okay? And then I'll make a longer video for the people that love the maths and the science to show you how you work that out. It turns out to be pretty tricky. You have to use something called calculus, which was invented by Isaac Newton. Some people claim it was Leibniz as well. I think they both did it around the same time in the late 1600s. It changed the world because you could calculate stuff, and using calculus we can actually work out where the dead center of the big single is. But you know what? Putting that to one side for this video, if you want to just know where it is, you need a ruler and some masking tape. So I'm going to just peel off 2 small strips of masking tape. I'm going to go to my computer and zoom right in so that we can see as clearly as possible that big 14. And here's what you need to do. Get your first piece of tape, and we want to take this piece of tape and put it from one corner to the other on the inside of the segment, okay? And try to do it as accurately as you can, because I'm giving you this information with perfect precision. I've got the exact answer for you. Second piece of tape, the other corner to there. And you might say, oh, is the heart of that big single where these 2 lines cross? No, it isn't. But I'll tell you what, it's exactly 8 millimeters further out. So maybe take a dart or something and put it in your bullseye. Now I can't really do that easily on my ball because my bullseye is absolutely dead in the water from the Matthew Edgar Challenge 6. I need to get a new dartboard. But you want this as just a little fulcrum for your ruler. And what we're going to do is put the ruler up, and you're going to measure exactly 8 millimeters. And I need my reading glasses on because I can't see what I'm doing. Reading glasses on. And it's all high tech, as you know. If you're a regular viewer, you know that this channel's high tech. I've got the end of a cocktail stick here, and exactly 8 millimeters further along, I'm going to put that cocktail stick in the board there. That is the dead center of the big single. Let's take the bandages off. How does that look? How does that look? That is the dead center of the big single. Beautiful. So what is that point? I'm going to go into that in more detail in the follow-up video for the science people and the maths people, but if you want to know, if you took a big single, the exact shape, and made it out of a piece of tin, and you wanted to balance that piece of tin perfectly on the top of a dart, you'd have to balance it at what's called the center of mass or the center of gravity. Mathematicians call it the centroid. It's the perfect interior point that is the center of mass of that object it would balance. Anywhere else, the object would fall off. That point that I've just shown you how to find is the center of mass of the big single. If you made the big single out of a piece of tin and balanced it at that exact point on the tip of a dart, it wouldn't fall. Okay. So, with that in mind, let me just throw a few darts at that and see if I can hit the big single. But what you can do by putting this on your board in different singles you have trouble with is know that that's where you need to be aiming. Exactly where you need to be aiming. Right. Now, I haven't warmed up, so let's see how we get on here. Okay, so those darts you see are going too far to the edge. I want them right clustering in the meat of the big single there. That's a little bit better, but you see you can play around with this and practice getting your darts within, really you want to have them within half a centimetre or a centimetre of that point. So that's all I'm going to say about this, to keep this video short and sweet. But if you've always wondered, where is the centre of the big single, what should I be aiming for, that's it. 8mm further out from the crisscross, and you will be exactly in the heart of darkness on your 14th, okay? So with that, my friends, I'll see you next time. All the best. 3 darts on the oche, one of them's disappeared under the shelf there, and I'll see you next time.